We're doing an unboxing today with the new camera. The Super Nintendo game, I think, that's coming today. There's at least a few more Super Nintendo games I do want to get. Maybe one or two more Nintendo games. And then next year I could try to get one or two more. But they're getting kind of expensive quickly, so don't know if I could get to them. Stuff like Street Fighter, they're getting kind of up there in cost. See what's arrived. Punch here, bubble wrap. Ooh, squishy. Ooh, bubble wrap. Okay, Pac-Man 2. I think it's kind of a stupid game, but Pac-Man. I don't really like the Pac-Man games for Super Nintendo, but if I could get something around 30 bucks, 20, 30 bucks, plus a little bit of shipping, I'll pick something up. But the Street Fighter stuff is kind of expensive, 40, 50, 60 bucks, so don't know if I could get to them this year, but I'll try to add at least one or two more Super Nintendo games throughout this summer, and then next year I'll add one or two more. So every summer I'll try to add one or two. I think that'll be okay for the space I'm going to be on now. It's going to be slowed down a lot, so I'm not going to be going thrifting as often, but once in a while I'll go. And depending on shipping, I'll pick up a game, or I'll may have to pick up a Nintendo game, and then go from there. Because I do want to try to get into toys, but if I do, I'm going to have to stop games completely this year and try to get the couple of Star Wars toys I want this year, and then come back, get one or two games in the summer. So we'll see how the rest of the spring goes. Might have to stop, but this is a spring pickup. Pac-Man, there's a couple more on the way. From time to time I could get into a game, but it's going to be more towards Super Nintendo. Still a couple of Nintendo games I want as well that I don't have yet. They're kind of expensive, so I might buy like an all-in-one kind of cartridge. I know they have some all-in-one cartridges like that. For I don't know what they do for Super Nintendo, but for Nintendo, seeing some like 100 games in one or something like that. I might try to get those next year. But I do want to try to get some of these original games if I can into the collection. So I've been wanting to build up my Super Nintendo, and just got my internet connection back, so I'm very happy to have it and be able to get something on eBay rather than rely on the flea market. Flea market is kind of hard to tell if they have stuff in cases stacked up on each other, and it's hard to tell what game it is if you don't really know what game Super Nintendo has. So it's kind of hard to see in a showcase like that. So, but they don't really have good stuff. They're a good selection, but the better stuff like Street Fighter, you have to buy on eBay, pay 50, 60, 70 bucks for it. So anytime I could find a game for like 20, 30 bucks, I'll pick something up for Super Nintendo and add it to the collection of Super Nintendo. So that's going to be the goal and plan, because I want to get into toys a little bit this year as well. Not just fully rely on games or fully come back into my movie collecting. Want to spread out a little bit and kind of like a build up like an 80s man cave kind of thing. Or you work out a little bit games, a little bit movies, a little bit toys, and toys is the last thing I wanted to build up in my collection. Just getting around to that point where I could do that now. But once in a while I will come back into a game. And hopefully next year I could continue on a small budget. It's not going to be like I had a budget last year, where I could buy 4 or 5 things on eBay and go thrifting. It's going to be one or the other. If I buy something on eBay, I might not be able to go thrifting, so Might not be able to go thrifting every month, maybe every other month I might go thrifting, or once over the spring, once over the summer. Balance things out a little bit, just to get out of the house, but not come away with 40, 50 Disney movies and stuff like that. So our donation stores don't really carry horror movies anymore. Very little for movie collecting in my country, so our donation store cut things back a lot. Plus, there's a price markup, so TV shows kept things going for a while for my collection, but once in a while I'll come into a game, especially for Super Nintendo. Um, Whether or not I'll do Sony 1, I don't know, or I'm collecting a little bit on Sony 2 as well, so may come into Sony 2 from time to time, but we'll see. Um, Build things up a little bit more for Super Nintendo first, because I still want to get the Street Fighter stuff. Mortal Kombat I already have. I bought last year before my internet went out, so I already got that in the collection, and hopefully I can get Street Fighter in the collection this year. As a goal, try to get some of those other games in there. We'll see how things go for collecting for games. Thanks for watching.